Well, we're out at Parkes Airport, and this is HARS
Aviation Museum.
Yeah, Heritage Aviation Restoration Society is HARS.
That's a lot of words.
Yep. They have a, well, they're really based in Nowra.
I was going to ask you what you know about it, but
I know a little bit,
a bit.
And yeah, this is a nice dry area that they can store aircraft in while they're working on them. And yeah, we'll have a look.
No, you'll have a look.
I'll have a look, yes.
I've been to a few aviation museums lately, so no, I'm not going to do it, Glenn. I'm going to go and get groceries. I'll drop you off.
Yes, okay. You go,
so,
go get groceries.
Glenn, as you know, he loves this sort of stuff. And so he will be doing a detailed video on our other YouTube channel, Happy Campers Australia 2.
Yep.
And I might just put a little bit up of what you filmed today.
Just a little bit.
Just a little taste.
Okay.
Have fun.
I shall. Here we are in the foyer of the museum, and this is part of a model collection that has been recently given to the museum. This is just the third of it, he reckons. There's a lot of aircraft here. Once out of the foyer, we have got various parts and aircraft that are in various bits and pieces, more or less. Convair, a Wessex helicopter, engines, de Havilland Ghost, a 707 or 747 engine, Rolls Royce, there you go, ex-RAAF, of course, Rolls Royce Avon, out of the Meteors, Rolls Royce Dart, de Havilland Goblin, this is out of the Vampires, and go up in the fuselage of a Convair. Three rows of seating all the way to the cockpit. Some of the gauges are missing. Someone's been busy. A cockpit here of a Fairy Gunnet. Here. I think Airfix has just released a new range of aircraft, and the Gannet's in one of them. 50 years of the RAAF. 1971. It's getting a bit old now. Well, here's a Huey Cobra gunship, which I thought there was only one in Australia, but I know it was in Darwin, but we've got one here. It showing off its ammo drum for the Gatling gun. It's complete, really, apart from engine. And it's good to see one up close. One of the all-time favourite helicopters of mine. There's the engine cavity. And here we have the cockpit. So Parkes was the airbase that had mainly Spitfires and Wirraways. And here's the armoured windscreen glass of a Spitfire. It's a fairly hefty bit of gear. And a Hispano cannon, which was buried in the middle of Dubbo when the airbase was there. A bit of information about all the Parkes Spitfires, the unlucky ones, the ones that crashed. There was a fair few of them. Central Flying School, Parkes. Got a Vampire here, and I think this one was made up of several different parts. The wings came from somewhere else. This is the Rolls-Royce Goblin engine, which was in most of our Vampires, the training versions anyway. Actual war planes had the NEAN version. Well, I've been corrected. This is one original aircraft. It's not made out of bits and pieces. And every museum's got to have a replica Red Baron Fokker DR1. And just beside me is a Wirraway. Oh, it's a Harvard. I was incorrect. There's not much difference as far as I know. They were built in Australia, they were Wirraways. This Bell 47 helicopter is in search of a bubble. If anybody knows anybody that can find a bubble, that would be most appreciated. This parachute came out of the ejection seat of this Mackie. There we go. I have a little piper here. Here's a propeller off at Aero Club. A great model of the Neptune here. Well, it's bloody hot out here today. We're expecting 40 degrees, 42 I think. And this is a Convair, which has been converted to freight. And they fired it up. And it'll probably go for a flight in the coming weeks. Looks like the engines are off Orion. Not big on me Convairs. As you can see, it's a working airport. Beechcraft? Question mark? Here we have an air truck, which is dwarfed by Neptune behind it. The air truck, they made 138 of them, evidently. Most of them were for farmers' use, for crop dusting. Evidently had a bad habit of, when they crashed, they turned turtle, and then the pilot would drown in all the fertiliser, liquid fertiliser that was in the aircraft. Bit morbid. Beechcraft's taken off. And we've got the Neptune. What do we know about this one? There's underwing of the Neptune. Auxiliary jet engine fitted. Evidently the first flight of a Neptune was 1945, which I didn't know. And the fiberglass radome underneath it has been repaired. This is one of two that HARS have got. Here's a good overview of all the aircraft that are out in the park. This is inside the Caribou we've got on display. All the comfy seating, memorabilia, all the photos. Been inside a couple of Caribous now, never a flying one. And I think one of my previous apprentices did some work on one when he joined the RAAF. There you go, Caribou. It's a Grumman tracker. Don't think I've ever come across one of these before. We can have a little bit of a look inside. Right up to the cockpit. Wiring nightmare. Been decommissioned big time. Cutting all the wires. Grumman tracker. And behind the engine, all kinds of stuff, which I find difficult to identify. Have an Orion here, P3, and something I haven't seen before, apart from this cute little thing, which I think is a bit of a weapon designed for a parade or something, is an ex-RAAF. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. Poland, 1960. Turbojet. Similar engine to what was in the Jindervik over here, which is a target drone that Australia made. Orion. The corner stairway. A9-759. Airframe number 8B3C. There we go. Everyone has their place and harnesses. Oh, the window's open, that's good. And there's a cockpit. These are the sonar buoy launchers mounted in the floor, and just over here is the rack that they're stored in. The rear section of the aircraft has got crew eating and sleeping quarters. Be nice and noisy up the back of the aircraft. So Parkes Aviation Museum is just outside of Parkes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.